Picture this: you've been working on a project for days, maybe weeks. You've rewritten it 5 times, adjusted every tiny detail, stayed up late tweaking things no one else would ever notice. Finally, it's done, except, in your mind, it's never truly done. There's always something to improve, one more flaw to fix, one more reason not to share it yet. That constant voice telling you it's not perfect, it's exhausting. And while you think you're chasing excellence, what you're really doing is feeding a cycle that's slowly draining your confidence and joy. This is the hidden cost of perfectionism. It's not the noble trait many imagine, it's a psychological trap that can quietly damage your mental health, productivity, and relationships. Today, I'm breaking down exactly why perfectionism hurts you, how it operates beneath the surface, and the powerful ways to break free, without sacrificing your standards or ambition. Let's start with what perfectionism truly is. Many people confuse it with being high-achieving. High achievers set ambitious goals, work hard, and feel proud when they meet them, even if there are small flaws. Perfectionists, on the other hand, attach their self-worth entirely to flawless results. They believe anything less than perfect means failure. And here's the cruel twist: because perfection is impossible, they never feel satisfied, no matter how well they perform. Every accomplishment becomes just another reminder of what could have been better. Psychologists describe perfectionism as having 2 main sides: self-oriented and socially prescribed. Self-oriented perfectionism is when you set unrealistically high standards for yourself, constantly pushing beyond reasonable limits. Socially prescribed perfectionism is when you feel others expect you to be perfect, whether that's your boss, your friends, your family, or even strangers online. Both forms can trigger stress, anxiety, and a constant sense of inadequacy. From a mental health perspective, perfectionism is dangerous because it keeps your body and mind in a state of chronic stress. When you're endlessly trying to avoid mistakes, you're essentially telling your brain you're under threat all the time. This activates the fight-or-flight response, flooding your system with cortisol, tightening your muscles, raising your heart rate. Over weeks, months, or years, this can lead to fatigue, burnout, and even physical health issues like headaches, digestive problems, and weakened immunity. Another subtle but damaging effect is perfectionist paralysis, the tendency to procrastinate because you're afraid of not doing something perfectly. You tell yourself you're just waiting for the right moment or needing more preparation, but really, it's fear disguised as planning. This can delay career progress, slow personal growth, and leave you stuck in cycles of overthinking without action. Perfectionism also steals joy from success. Let's say you land a big promotion, complete a challenging project, or receive praise from your peers. Instead of feeling proud, the perfectionist brain zooms in on what could have been better: the one tiny error in the report, the single slide that wasn't perfect, the comment you stumbled over. Over time, this lack of self-recognition trains your mind to associate achievement with stress, not satisfaction, which makes motivation harder to sustain. And we can't ignore the social cost. Perfectionism can strain relationships because it often extends outward. You might expect others to meet the same impossible standards you set for yourself. This can lead to frustration, criticism, and conflict, leaving you feeling isolated. Ironically, perfectionists often fear being judged, but their own high expectations can push people away, creating the very loneliness they dread. Now, here's the twist: many perfectionists believe their perfectionism is the key to their success. But research shows that while a drive for quality is valuable, the mental load of perfectionism actually reduces long-term performance. People with a healthy excellence mindset, who aim high but allow imperfection, are not only more productive but also more creative, resilient, and happier. So, how do you shift away from destructive perfectionism without losing your ambition? First, embrace the growth mindset. Instead of judging yourself only on outcomes, focus on the process and the lessons learned. Ask yourself, what did I gain from this attempt, rather than, was it flawless? Second, practice self-compassion deliberately. The way you talk to yourself matters. Replace the inner critic with an inner coach, someone who supports, encourages, and reminds you that mistakes are part of growth. You'll find this not only reduces stress but also makes you more willing to take risks and innovate. Third, set realistic and flexible standards. Reserve perfection-level detail for areas where it's truly necessary, life-saving procedures, safety measures, or core professional standards, and allow good enough for everything else. This frees up energy and prevents burnout. Finally, train yourself to take imperfect action. Publish the draft, share the idea, submit the proposal even if you feel it's not flawless. Over time, you'll retrain your brain to see that the world doesn't collapse when things aren't perfect, and often, your imperfect work is still impactful and valuable. Perfectionism might seem like the ultimate driver of success, but in reality, it's a silent saboteur. It doesn't just push you to do better, it convinces you that nothing will ever be enough, not even you. By letting go of the need for flawlessness, you don't lose your edge, you gain freedom. Freedom to create, to take risks, to grow, and most importantly, to enjoy the journey. Because at the end of the day, life isn't about perfection, it's about progress, connection, and the courage to keep going, even when things get messy.